All right, fam. I guess we live over here on the screw tube real quick. But let me go over here and pin this over here real quick. Let's knock this channel out, knock that out, knock that out. Let's go back over here. Let's get our reason channel up. All right, so we got some volume. All right, let's get to it. Let's get to it. We on mute. I did schedule the social live or the Black Community app live to go live, I guess, at 11:15. Wondering if I should just give it a minute to see how I look, but it is what it is. We already in the mix. Let's go. They'll catch up. All right, you already know this right here is the CA 2600, the emulation of the ARC 2600. For whatever reason, you guys can't see the actual pop-up window on Reason. I'm not sure what that's about. If you guys could see the pop-up window, let me try to come in and out, and let me come on my phone over here. Go on the phone over here just to see what's going on. Just to see what's going on. What's going on? Shout out to the room if you listening on the replay. Shout out to the room if you're listening in on the replay. Let's see what we got. Let's see what we got. Let's go over here to the account. My channel. Just turn the volume down so we ain't getting no echo feedback. And let me go on mute over here just to see if I can hear something. Okay, for whatever reason, or I guess it could be my graphics card, it's not showing the pop-up window of the C2600 for whatever the reason. I have to figure that out or ask somebody, but it should just pop up. But like I said, I need to actually upgrade the graphics card that's on this computer, my Z workstation. Check my video out, HP Z600 videos in my channel description down here, or go to the actual channel, go to the videos, or type in HP Z600 DjSegwon. You'll see how I configured my workstation computer. But you know, Windows 10 is pretty much obsolete at this point. Got to pretty much upgrade to a new Z, so I'm looking at getting probably like an 840. That seemed to be like the thing to go to, or maybe a 640. You know, just keep it with the 600 family. You know what I mean? Instead of getting the big jumbo 800 type model. You know what I mean? Which ain't nothing wrong with that. You know what I mean? But yeah, that's the 600 Z600 that I got is definitely a big baby up in the studio, and it has done its thing. And I also got a Z200 here too. You know what I mean? That I just use for storage for movies and music and blah 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 files and all that other stuff. So okay, it is what it is. No pop-up window, but at least this way we still hear some music. So you know, I'm back on mute, fam. Enjoy the tunes. Let's go. Segwon. Make sure y'all come out to blackcommunityapp.com, blackcommunityapp.com, blackcommunityapp.com. We streaming over there in the Kite Productions community. We streaming over there in the Kite Productions community in about 1 minute. All right, let's roll. Matter of fact, since y'all can't see the pop-up window, and that's like really weird. So pretty much what I'm gonna do is just obviously do the same thing that we normally do around this time. We just gonna get a player up and running and just go from there. You know what I mean? And see where it takes us. All right, let's go. that right there. Let's spice it up. Let's spice it up, though. All right, so hopefully we're back. Hopefully y'all can hear me. Mic check. Matter of fact, let me test this out real quick. Hold up, let me turn the volume down over here. Hear me? Mic check, mic check. Okay. All right. We got some volume back over here. But let's make sure our reason is working over here. Share, bang. Hold on 1 second. Let me go back on. Not sure what's up with the connection issue, but that is what it is. Not sure what's up with the connection issue, but it is what it is, man. All right, let's go back over here. What we was doing. Let's make this thing right here. All right, where were we? I like this patch right here. Cherry Audio. I like this patch right here. This airy glider. Sounds nice. It's definitely like a nasty delay in the system, and that's really because of the USB 3.0, USB 2.0 issue with the new interface, the Vocaster I got. So it works fine, obviously, and then you see you had the connection issues. So that could have been the Wi-Fi or the internet, but I believe it's the interface and the amount of bandwidth it actually takes and power it actually needs, which is the USB 3.0 or USB-C at this point. You know what I'm saying? Which definitely providing bare minimum 5 amps. It ain't no different from a cell phone charger, but got to get that PCIe card for sure because you could definitely hear like doing some skipping and maybe like some bouncing around, speeding up, slowing down for sure. So that's like a bandwidth thing. And even if I would have changed I guess like the resolution inside of Reason, it would still be the same thing, I believe. You know what I mean? We change the bandwidth, moving up 512 to 1024, whatever the case be, the buffer size rather, not the bandwidth. Well, I mean, I guess you could consider that bandwidth too, though, but the buffer size, you know what I mean? It's at 512. So it's like that's good enough, to be honest with you. It's the interface as far as with the USB 2.0. Car user buffer size settings. Mm. And it's still some issues too with like Chrome. Is definitely some issues with Chrome. Even like using Mighty Networks to go live with Chrome, it's some issues or whatever with the audio, just going back and forth with the AI accent and stuff, how to get the sound right. So we got this far, but yeah, that USB 2.0, I mean 3.0 PCIe card is definitely needed. Excuse me, for sure on that one. But shout out to the room. Appreciate anyone that's definitely on a replay, listening back in. I'm gonna just go ahead and end this live right here because it did have the buffer issue, and I'm definitely going to try to get that card. Like maybe I'm definitely trying to look for one. I ain't gonna say when I'm gonna get it, but I'm gonna definitely try to look for one because the one I would really like to get is that USB-C one because it's a PCIe card. So therefore, meaning that it ain't cheap right now, considering with the way things are with the electronics, tariffs, shipping, blah blah blah. I'm definitely in the market for a used one. It don't got to be brand new, but things seem to be retaining their resale value, which is not a bad thing because it don't wind up in a landfill, obviously. And yeah, if you want it, you pay for it. So that's the game on that one, man. So yeah, shout out to the room on that. I will play some videos for y'all just to stay up here on the live, but I think YouTube might flag it again like they did last time when I was screen sharing the same on the same thing. So it's like, I'm not really sure, to be honest with you. You know what I mean? They definitely might flag it for sure. Let's see, man. Trying to think. Maybe we play some videos from like another site, not YouTube. You feel what I'm saying? I don't know. Trying to think right now. Yeah, because I think I could get away with that more or less if I just play it on another site. But I'm trying to think though. Let me see. Go over here, Sweetwater. Let me plug in Boutique, see what they're talking about, just to see some videos or something. All right, let's try to see if we could go to Boutique and just maybe look at some of their videos, see if it pop back up on the screen over here. Definitely a delay in the system. Let's try it out just to see if it hit. See if we can get some. Matter of fact, hold on. Did I do the screen sharing thing? And I don't hear no volume over here. Oh, let me start screen sharing right here. Go back over here. Yeah, I did the also share audio. Let's go back. Should pop right back up though, but it's not. Let me try refreshing it, see if something pop up. That's weird. Even though it's coming from YouTube, it still ain't showing. Let me go to the YouTube page just to see if it pops. All right, yeah, it's definitely an issue. Let me try loading up the YouTube app. Maybe that'll work right there. Hold on 1 second. Just to mess around with it. Let's see. Let's see. Plugin Boutique. Yo. Hold on 1 second, fam. All right, let me see if I could get it to work on the YouTube app. Hopefully that works. YouTube plugin window, YouTube app, share live, bang. All right, sharing. Let's see. All right, for whatever reason, it won't screen share anymore. And like I said, when the glitch happened, it probably did something to the feed or whatever, where it's not sharing anymore for whatever the reason. Yeah, and I see it's glitching right here again. It's glitching right here again, bro. No, I don't see anything. Okay, now we back. Now we back. I don't see no window, and that's gone. It should just work that way, but it's not though. That's crazy. And YouTube got his own studio tab, so you would think it would work for that, but it just don't seem to.
UJam have released 3 new USynth titles, which you can grab individually or as part of the Next Gen bundle. Let's take a look. We have Vortex, full of 90s and Y2K era trance synths. Webcore, a pure hyperpop generator. And Dust, a lo-fi and liminal space title. As usual with the USynth titles, you start out with some amazing presets and some macro type controls that can help you harness the really powerful synthesis that's happening under the hood. The controls we're given here create broad seismic changes to the sounds without an overly cluttered interface. Let's take a more in-depth look at these 3 new titles individually. Vortex gives you pretty much every synth sound you'll need to make trance, and also deal with modern offshoot genres like wave as well. We have sequenced arps, lush basses, sci-fi leads, and sweeping effects. Webcore prides itself on being chaotic, metallic, harsh, noisy, and modern, perfect for things like hyperpop and digicore. You can expect bells, bright textures, snarling basses, and fat leads. And finally, Dust brings you the sepia tones and warm vibes, perfect for making liminal spaces and retro and lo-fi genres. You'll hear modeled instruments, choirs, legato synths, and worn-out keys. So which one of these 3 are you feeling the most? Please feel free to let us know in the comments, and check the link in the description to grab the bundle of all 3.
A few days ago, Dr. Umar Johnson appeared on a podcast called It's Up There Podcast, hosted by a brother by the name of Big Loon. It's a really good channel, and I'm glad that I found it.
All right, I'm gonna pause that right there, and we try to focus on some music over here. Let's go to knock this out. Yeah, Omar Kuna. Shout out to O'Shea though, but we ain't watching none of that right now. Let's go mini player. Just let me get a playlist maybe going over here. Oh, matter of fact, go back. It's this videos. Turns 14. Yeah, shout out to that. Let's see what's up with this playlist right here. Let's see what we got over here. Plugin Boutique definitely has came a long way. And, you know, turning 14 years old, I've been with them for a while. So it is what it is. I think I'm 14 years old with them too. You know what I mean? So shout out to that. Because I get most of my plugins from Plugin Boutique for sure. You know what I mean? Since they've been a company, I've pretty much been with them. I think, you know what I mean? Who is it? 2026. So 14 years. Yeah, I've been with them probably just as long. You know what I'm saying? Kind of think of at least bare minimum 10 years of the 14 for sure. Because I think I got Big Baby Z and when I get Big Baby Z, like 20, 2016, maybe 2017, something in that area. I was getting plugins, but been collecting plugins though. But yeah, somewhere in that area. I've been with Plugin Boutique for a minute. Just know that. Shout out to Plugin Boutique, man. Get your plugins up. Let's see what we got over here today. We can watch. Let's see Beatport. I don't want to watch now from them. Let's just go in here. Yeah, they need to update their playlist. What their lives looking like. We ain't watching a whole hour live or nothing. Scale of 3. I know Scale of 3 is crack. I know that thing is crack, lack. Oh my God, Scale of 3. Reason, y'all got to get y'all MIDI plugins up, man. Then shout out to Lander for buying Reason. Hopefully they start implementing these, more of these MIDI plugs, man. You know what I'm saying? Matter of fact, UJam got a new fire joint out called Subcraft. I definitely want that. Definitely want that. You know what I mean? And, I saw that the other day, but that's too long of a thing to try to, let's see. We ain't playing that. Let's go to the short, see what they talking about. Nothing. Nathan's Hot Dogs. What's the oldest they got on their video? Oh, got some classic joints up here. The Cakewalk Zeta, you know what I'm saying? Still trying to get my hands on that bad boy. I should have bought it right before Cakewalk went out of business, but I think you could still buy it though, you know what I mean? Because I got the Cakewalk software, like that Portal Hub or whatever. I think you can still buy it. I just had to uninstall Trash 2 the other day for whatever reason. I think it was Trash and Iris and Brake Tweaker. I had to uninstall those two plugins from Isotope. I don't know what the heck I did with the patches and everything, the sound kit in it. And like I found it, but it just wouldn't connect or whatever the case be. So I just uninstalled it. You know what I mean? I mean, look, there you go, right there, Iris 2. You know what I'm saying? There you go, right there. Oh man, hell of a plugin, man. Hell of a plugin. Shout out to Bias. That Bias amp, that's fire. I need to update my positive grip. You know what I'm saying? For sure. Spend a minute on that. I got the Drumazon. I just ain't taking the time to learn how to use it. You know what I'm saying? Matter of fact, let's look into it real quick and see what we're doing.
Hi guys, so I'm back with another quick tip
to the sync, man. I'm not sure. Might have to figure out that delay issue. You know what I mean? Definitely gonna have to figure that out. All right, let's try now playing it.
Hi guys, so I'm back with another quick tip, and today I want to look at another plugin by D16, which is Drumazon. If you're familiar with Drumazon, you'll know that it can create some very believable sounds and is probably one of the better drum emulations on the market if you're after that sort of classic dance drum machine sound. Many of you are probably using this, and you may not be aware that you can easily route the different drum sounds it produces out to different audio channels. By default, when you load up Drumazon, it's going to have everything going out output 1. But by going into your options menu here, and by simply clicking and dragging up and down on the numbers that you'll see here for each of these individual instruments, you can change its output. So what I've done is gone into my options here, and I've changed my bass drum to come out 2, snare drum out 3, low toms out 4, and so forth. And you'll see that reflected here in the same way on the front side of the interface. Now, the nice thing about doing that is that if you then set up individual audio channels, like I've done here, you can name them so that they reflect the instruments that you see here. And if you'll look at each one of those channels, for example, on the bass drum channel, if I double click it, you'll see that I've set up an external instrument, and its MIDI is coming from Drumazon, and I've got the audio coming from channel 2 of Drumazon. So I've done that in each individual case. You'll see here, for example, that the snare is coming out 3 as it is here. And the high tom will be coming out 6. So if I find that, same thing, MIDI coming from Drumazon, and I'm taking the audio from channel 6. Now, the beauty of this is, as I mentioned, that you're able to then process each of these individual drum sounds and mix them, pan them, etc., inside of your DAW. Some of you may prefer to do that. I like to use it this way if I'm using Drumazon so that I can get a little bit more tweakability, I guess, when it comes down to managing the sounds that the plugin makes. You'll also notice that I can do things very easily, like have my closed hat and my open hi-hat in a choke group in Ableton so they choke each other off and sound more natural like a natural drum player would, which is a technique that a lot of people would use in a drum machine, and you can set that up in Drumazon, but it's also really simple to do this kind of stuff once you've routed out to your individual channels in the DAW. So that's it, really. I've gone through a little bit of hard work here setting it up for you, although it's not that hard. I'll provide this download as an ALP file, and you can find that in the description text. Lastly, you'll notice here that I've got a MIDI file on this TR-909 channel, which is basically feeding Drumazon and all of the individual channels here. So when you open up the ALP, you'll see that I've already got a nice little MIDI pattern laid out with each of the individual elements that Drumazon's producing nicely named. So if you prefer, you can rewrite your own MIDI patterns and drum patterns easily with this format. So that's it, and have fun using Drumazon with multiple outputs.
Hi, I'm Dom Kane, and today I'm going to go through the Drumazon synth by D16. It's a VST for both Mac and PC, emulating the classic 909 drum machine. Everyone knows the kind of sounds to expect here, so I'll get stuck in straight away and show you what it looks like. There are 4 main sections to Drumazon. Starting at the bottom, you have the 16 buttons to trigger drum sounds in a pattern. Above that is where you can edit the patterns and the overall settings of those patterns. And then above that, you have the main sound design section where you can manipulate each drum sound separately. And then finally, across the top of the screen is the general settings and options menu. Starting with the options button here, clicking it allows you to set the output channels for each drum sound. And then the sequencer tab allows you to change things like the clock settings. Then the presets, patterns and drum maps tabs allow you to set the default storage locations of each one so that you can easily recall them and edit them at a later date. The final tab is for setting MIDI CC values to control Drumazon and trigger sounds from an external controller. Next to the options tab are the sequencer settings, where you can select the internal sequencer or deactivate it to write your patterns by MIDI in your host. The same can be done here with the synchronization and the host mode. The next panel across offers you a chance to assign MIDI controllers to the buttons and dials of Drumazon by clicking MIDI Learn and then turning the dial you want to assign it to on your external controller. The next 2 panels across are for naming, renaming and browsing presets. In the case of Drumazon, a preset is the actual sounds and mix levels of a drum kit or group of sounds. The main panel here is for creating those preset groups of sounds. You can modify all sorts of parameters, so for example, if I solo the bass drum here and start to play a pattern, then I can modify the level, attack, tune, decay, pitch and tune depth like this. Notice each time a drum sound is triggered, a red LED will flash above the corresponding sound, and there are mute and solo buttons above those, and you can also select the output channel of each sound above those. Below the Instruments panel is where you can design the sequences and patterns of drum beats. Although there are several built into the device, you can also create and store your own. First of all, there are the obvious start and stop buttons here, and then there is this pattern write button here. When it's not activated, selecting one of the 16 pads down here will change the pattern and bank. There are 12 patterns per bank, so selecting pads 1 to 12 will change the pattern, and selecting pads 13 to 16 will change the bank. So let's say, for example, we want pattern 2 from bank 2. Then we would make sure the pattern write button is off, and then select pad 14 to choose bank 2, and then pad 2 to choose the second pattern in that bank. Now finally, to edit a pattern, for example the one I've just selected, when I click the pattern write button here and play the pattern, you'll see that certain pads from 1 to 16 have been highlighted. This is because the 16 pads now represent 16th notes of time in the 1-bar loop. So if I select this big dial to the first item BD, it will show me the current pattern within the loop for the bass drum. Now if I want, I can solo the bass drum and start to play the loop, and then change the pattern of the instrument like this. This can be done for all instruments. Some of the other useful buttons while editing a pattern can be found here. For example, if you want to change the length of the loop, you can click the length button here, and then choose the length of the loop by selecting the point in the 16 pads where you want the loop to be reset. If you want to tap the instrument sounds into the loop, you can select tap here, and then each pad corresponds to the instrument name below. So for example, pads 1 and 2 correspond to the bass drum. When flam is activated here, each time you select an instrument to place in the pattern, it will be a flam instead of a single hit. A flam is essentially when a drummer hits the snare, for example, with both sticks, but at slightly different times, causing a double hit, which often appears louder. The shift buttons found here are for shifting the entire pattern of your selected instrument, left or right, within the overall arrangement of your pattern. Then finally here, there are accept, undo, copy, paste, and clear buttons for copying patterns from one instrument to another. Then there are 4 dials here. Shuffle for changing the overall swing of the pattern, flam for adjusting the swing of the flams, total accent for changing the overall velocity of your instruments, and then the tempo for when you're using Drummerson's own clock. I'll leave you now with a couple of basic patterns I've put down over a bass line to give you a better idea of how the synth sounds at work. So that's the Drummerzon VST from D16. It's available for both Mac and PC, and it's a pretty rock solid 909 emulator with the added advantage of being a VST, so there's more features that you could actually put on than the original. So I hope you like it as much as I do. See you soon.
Hey guys, it's Kelvin from Loop Masters here, and today I want to show you how you can use plugins that are emulations of classic drum machines or any type of old drum machine that transmits on general MIDI to trigger new sounds inside of an Ableton drum rack. You'll notice here that I've got D16's Drumazon setup, and this is a classic emulation or an emulation of the classic 909. It uses the typical step sequencing to write out your drum beats that you'd be familiar with if you're familiar with that bit of hardware. There are a few kits inside of the software, and as I say, it's a really cool piece of software, but over time you may become tired of using its built-in sounds. So, did you know that you can use any general MIDI device or software that transmits MIDI out to trigger a drum rack? And what that allows you to do, obviously, is to replace the sounds that you've been using with new sounds inside the Ableton drum rack, but still use the same cool features, the step sequencer and so forth that you're used to inside of your drum machine. Now, I should mention that you need to be using a VST version of your plugin or obviously hardware version to trigger MIDI out. And I mentioned VST because VST sends MIDI out, whereas the audio unit version will not. So once you've got a plugin that's set up as a VST and will trigger
Knackers, but you know, I got Ableton. I don't use that. You know what I'm saying? Where it does sit right on the desktop. I ain't never turned it on in that sense. You know what I mean? But shout out to that though. You know what I mean? If you need to learn something on Ableton with Drumazon, the videos right here. Let's see what we got over here. Exit out of here, mini player. See what else we got. Let's see what else we got. This is a classic joint right here. This DjSegwon delay. That's a dope one, you know what I mean? D16 group too. Same folks that make Drumazon, so shout out to that. Oh, I remember this, the Arturia Spark. Yeah, I guess you can't buy that plugin no more. That's probably in the archives, man. Shout out to that. Shout out to the room. Shout out to the room. We're just looking at some VSTs, man. Shout out to the room. Going through Plugin Boutique. Some of these videos 10 years old, man. Oh, there go a classic right there. The Tile Uno XL. That's a classic plugin. You could get that for free. That's a classic plugin. Sign Vibes Array Spectral Secret Cell. I think I wanted to buy that too. Still a lot of good old plugins in here, man. Even though a lot of these joints is, 5, 10, 15, 20 years old, they still work. Ain't nothing wrong with them. You know what I mean? You know what's crazy? I got Carbon Electra. I don't even use this thing, yo. I need to start using it because I know for a fact I bought a whole bunch of patches for it. I bought like the bundle. I think I might have bought for one of these plugins from Plugin Boutique that's made by Plugin Boutique. I know I bought like the bundle or whatever. I don't even use it, man. Because the other thing is too, they don't update a lot of these old plugins like the Carbon Electra. They don't update it from VST2 to VST3. If it ain't broke, don't fix it. I get it. But with the way things is like Windows 10 is over with, and then, Windows 11, it is what it is. So it's like you got to upgrade this shit if you wanted to, still have it to work years down the line. But a lot of these companies, they don't do that, though. It is what it is. That's why you got to uninstall it and move on. Find something else or new. Or get some type of bridge connector. You know what I'm saying? Call it a day. Let's see what they got over here. Matter of fact, let's scroll back up to they filter tab. And let's see what's on a popular level. Yeah, like I said, that new Scalar 3, I know that thing raw as hell, but damn, that shit don't work in Reason. You know what I'm saying? Mad as hell, bro. Mad as hell. You know what I'm saying? Mad as hell. Mm-hmm. Yeah, I still want to get this XO by XLN, that drum next level drum sequencer. Definitely want to get that one still. Need to check the price on that thing, see what it's hitting for. Yeah, I had to uninstall all my air plugins. Shout out to Hybrid, man, and Vacuum Pro and all that other stuff. Oh, Sony Vox, shout out to Sony Vox. You know what I mean? Synth Master, which I know about it. Shout out to KV331. Synth Master for sure. You know what I mean? Let's scroll back up. See what's the latest thing over here they got. Matter of fact, let me just put that in the playlist. Put this in the playlist. What's this? Physical Monitor, Spring Reverb Compressor. All the top ones is what you call it, joints. What do you call it? Effects or whatever. You know what I mean? All the top joints is effects. We don't want to see that. We want to see some synthesizers. We want to see some synthesizers. Woo, 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 woo. Excuse me. And Dan, look, they done updated Scala already to 3.2. Yeah, I definitely need to get my hands on that shit, but it ain't gonna work with Reason, so be a waste of time. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, shout out to this new company, Beat Surfing, too. They seem to have some dope plugins for sure. You know what I mean? And I think I got the random one. I think I got. In fact, let's put both of those in a playlist. We'll check them out. Oh yeah, Dawson got a new joint out. Shout out to that. Excuse me. Okay, Cork 6 got a new collection out. That's dope. Oh, man. Ozone 12 is out. You don't need to look at that, though. You know what I mean? All right, let's look at some of these videos right here. What's going on? Let's go back up here.
This year, my 14th birthday, and I just want to start by saying thank you. Whether you've watched our content, chosen a plugin, or sent us feedback that has helped us shape and improve Plugin Boutique, you've played your part in building what Plugin Boutique is today.
Plugin Boutique's mission is to help producers make it. Think of us as a destination where friction is removed, the friction between intention and achievement.
音楽制作してる時ってどうしてもなんかこうあれが必要とかなんかちょっとこのかゆいところに手が届いてほしいなっていうタイミングってすごくあるじゃないですか。だからまあなんかそういう時に必要なものがまあプラグインブティック行けば間違いなくあるでしょう。揃ってるでしょう。なんか助けられる。
A customer care team is a group of music production specialists who want to make sure that they're getting the customer from A to B and supporting them through the different steps that it takes from introducing them to Plugin Boutique to installing their software onto their door and making sure that we're on hand to support them through that experience. The goal is to get people to making music and just enjoying themselves.
I think one of the core ideas and principles leading the creative team at Plugin Boutique is helping people get a smooth, frictionless process from grabbing a new inspiring plugin and get in and making incredible music.
It doesn't matter what the desire of the producer is. They might just want to finish a track. We've got tools for that. They might want fame and fortune. Our desire is to help you get there, to help you make it. I don't really think of Plugin Boutique as this tech-driven company. I think of us as a company that champions people, whether they're inside the company or outside of the company.
I get to help work with different brands, different creators, and identifying opportunities that really champion them, spread the good word of Plugin Boutique and what we're building here, and really just engage with the community, find opportunities that are exciting.
I've got such a great team around me, and there's real camaraderie, and we're all working towards the same goal, which is to help the customer and make sure that they're producing music.
新しく出会うミュージシャンたちと一緒にプラグインブティークを通じて新しい企画を実行するだったりとか、そこから本当新しいつながりっていうのも生まれてるので、そこは本当に楽しいし、むしろ本当感謝してますね。
My favorite thing is working with a team of like-minded people who all want to do better and always produce something better every single time.
One of the coolest things about my job has always been the collaboration and the great team that I work with. But second to that is knowing that the videos are helping people make music.
It's about unity, because unity is the key to culture. And without culture, we have nothing.
The creative team, we're like a little family, so that's very nice. A moment from working at Plugin Boutique that felt really eye-opening and a reason why I felt at home at the company was this most recent year at ADE in Amsterdam. It just felt like we're part of something bigger, part of a community. It felt amazing to be surrounded by so many talented people.
Building a genuine community is really understanding how to bring all people together, how to bring different groups of people together so that everyone kind of feels welcome.
We really like to find partners that have that authentic energy that we get to share, whether that's through digital syndications, campaigns, events, in-person activations that we're running. We really don't take a one-size-fits-all approach here. We like to work with individuals and with brand partners that share that level of inspiration, the tenacity to really help creators get to the next level in their careers.
Feedback from community events really helps us understand like what people need, what people want, what's missing. We can actually make some really amazing experiences and invite new audiences in. I think that's really important.
It could be the smallest thing, building out green rooms for our artists, ensuring that the Wi-Fi connection is good for live streams, and working with our educators or our panelists to ensure that they feel comfortable about what they're speaking on and that they feel energized and excited for those crowd moments.
The event isn't the end of the story, it's really the beginning. All the content that comes out of it really expresses what we're trying to build, the community we're trying to grow. It's a way for people to really get involved who weren't able to make it there. We have a global audience, so the content is really where everyone connects.
People are now watching our videos dubbed in Japanese or dubbed in Hindi, and learning, hopefully, or getting inspired to be creative.
For us, trend is a signal. It's not direction. When I feel that we start moving into formulaic thinking, that's when I know it's time to pull back and recall the vision that the creative team has aligned on so that we can steer the work back on track.
One of the cool things about Plugin Boutique and the video content specifically that we make is we're trying to educate. So that sort of insulates us from any trends in the creative space or otherwise, because our goal isn't to be necessarily trendy, it's to educate people on how to use really interesting technology.
I post a video if immediately my reaction is, I'm excited when I'm watching it. If the video doesn't do that for me, that's probably a video I wouldn't publish. I need to have that immediate reaction.
At Plugin Boutique, we care about the people behind the projects. Yes, tools matter, but people matter more. And that's why we're continuing to focus on support, education, and building a destination that we feel is helpful and not intimidating. As we celebrate 14 years of Plugin Boutique, I am genuinely grateful. Wherever you are on your journey, remember that Plugin Boutique is here to help you keep learning, keep moving, and keep making music.
You naughty boy. Mwah.
Hi, I'm Graham from GeForce. I'm going to talk to you today about the GeForce Oberheim OBX, officially endorsed by Oberheim. OBX has such a sort of unique, massive sound, a massive character to it. Creamy filters, it's not too abrasive. The bottom end is just thunderous. And we've emulated all that as precisely as you'd expect. Yeah, really nice. The arpeggiator is something that we, GeForce, added to the OBX along with our, frankly, crazy Xmod system that has a different LFO and ADSR for every single parameter on the synth. So if you can click it, if you can move it with your mouse, you can add its own LFO and its own ADSR to that parameter. So that's it in unison. That's all 8 voices. They're all sweeping. They're all kind of not really in line with each other. We've emulated like differences between the 8 voices, so they don't all sound the same. They behave differently. You can tune that in and out with the vintage knob. But for something like that, you want it to be quite loose, quite detuned, and yeah, you get like all of these different pitches and sweeps happening at the same time. Kind of brassy. Obviously, it's referencing Boards of Canada in its name. With the arpeggiator that we put in it, combined with the chord mode, which is an authentic kind of feature where you can play a chord, hit the chord button, it stores on the root note. So that's just a C minor. We can then lock that to a key, and it will kind of, as you're playing, transpose any notes that are out of key to the nearest note that is in key. Meaning that on this now single finger, it all stays in key, even if the note range may be a bit limited. Hi, I'm Graham from GeForce, and today I'm going to talk about the M-Tron Pro 4. The M-Tron Pro 4 is an authentic emulation of, well, various Mellotrons over the years. Mainly it focuses on the M400, which is the classic cream-bodied instrument you've seen, but there's some older stuff from the Mark II in there, and we also have samples available from the Orchestron and Optron, which is a different family of tape replay instruments. Yeah, that's the legendary flute sound that originally was heard on the Mark II, and it came through the whole Mellotron range and has been made famous by so many records, by the Beatles and Genesis, King Crimson, and these sorts of bands. And that's the sound that you are greeted with when you would first open up the M-Tron Pro 4. M-Tron Pro 4 has an incredibly deep library. It's the biggest tape replay library anywhere, and that's before we start getting into the expansion packs, where you can start picking up not only those classic sounds that you would have heard on countless records, but also some real deep cuts, shall we say. Jump straight back into another classic, The Choir. Next, we'll go to one of my favorite sounds in the Mellotron library, which is the Vibes. This is a really heavily affected patch using our reverb and ensembles and LFOs that we have in M-Tron Pro 4. All of the patches that are labeled basic are as you would hear it straight from a Mellotron. So off an Octagon, the Octagons had rhythms that you could play. So you can keep that looping. Those sounds and this instrument was used in Shaun of the Dead, in the Shaun of the Dead soundtrack. So M-Tron Pro 4 features this huge sample library, thousands of patches if you start going complete and look at the expansion packs, including expansion packs from the Chamberlain, more from the Optagon and the Orchestron, and many from our friends at Strictly Electronics who sampled their entire range of original Mellotron tapes authentically for us, and that's the Strictly Tape Library range. We also have a few more modern ones that we have commissioned more recently. So this is something I like from an artist called Pendle, who goes by the name Sound Dust. He created all of these sounds for us, and then we put them on a Mellotron and we resampled them. So he put his own flavor and vibe into the sounds that he created. He had full range to do that, as do all of our artists. Then we sample them, put them on tape, and resample them. M-Tron Pro 4 is a dual layer instrument. The Mellotron being a mono instrument, this allows you to use the two layers to either stack two sounds on top of each other, use the same sound twice to create stereo width. Fundamentally, those two things, really. I guess as a dual layer instrument, you get full control over which sounds you put into which layer, and then they have independent LFO, filters, envelopes, performance controls across the two layers. What's happening here? Okay, so we've got like this bass guitar with Hofner violin bass. That's a reversed Yeah, reversed harp arpeggio. Or pianos. Yeah, these are so atmospheric. Change key. Each patch is kind of authentic in terms of its range. Not all patches have all keys, because if it wasn't there, we didn't make it up. A few more choirs. The choirs go on forever. So much more lo-fi. Like, there's no high frequency in that. That's not us filtering it. That's the basic sound. So dramatic. I don't think they actually managed to get humans to do that. I want to show you one that's just popped to mind. Boxy music effects, because if I can remember the notes. So like the band, when they wanted it, the band just needed this single trigger, like a sampler today on stage. They just needed to trigger that sound for their song.
Hi, I'm Sam from GeForce, and today I'm going to talk about DMX. DMX is the official Oberheim DMX plugin. It brings together the sounds from the DMX, the DX, and the 6 tracks in a simple and intuitive interface that allows you to bring these classic sounds into modern productions. We've got a wide range of controls for every channel. We can set delay and reverb sends. We can control the pitch of each sound. We can set the decay. We can set the pan of each channel, and we can set each channel's gain. If we want a simpler view without all these controls, we just click the knob switch, and we're presented with the classic DMX sliders with just mute and solo. We can load individual samples by clicking on a channel and then selecting from the list. We've got standard DMX sounds and the expanded set of DMX sounds from 1983. We've got 6-track sounds, and we've got the DX sounds as well. We've got classic and modern versions of these sounds, as well as taped and lo-fi sounds that can give you really interesting, gritty takes on these classic beats. Included with DMX, we've got a whole range of MIDI loops where we've kind of taken the classic drum tracks that these instruments were known for and given them a bit of a twist. Using these, I can cycle through some presets and create some sounds. Also included in DMX, we have a suite of effects. On the master channel, we have a really nice modeled filter with resonance that can be set to low pass, band pass, or high pass. We have a distortion, which can be mixed, so you don't need to completely blow out your sound. We also have a delay and a reverb. Our delay has independent times for left and right, as well as sync for the host and link and crossfeed for the times. And there's individual sends on each track, so that you can set just reverb, say, on your snares, and just delay on your hi-hats.
Producers, Scalar 3.2 just dropped, and there are a ton of updated and new features. I'm going to cover some of my favorites, some of the highlights in this video, and a little bit of a tutorial along the way, but I'm going to leave a full list to everything in the video description. Click the link to update for free if you already have it, and if you don't, now's the time. Let's get into it. Okay, the first new feature you'll notice is that we have a new welcome screen here with the ability to launch a tutorial. If you want to get rid of it, you just have to click anywhere else in the UI and it will go away. From there, the next new feature is the ability to search scale. So before you could come in here and go this way, but now I can just search for something like D minor. Boom, and now I have that. Love that. And if I want to see all the scales again, I can go away. It also updates as you type, so really, really great functionality there. The next new feature is the ability to change the voicings over here. We can flip through if we want to get to like ninths, or we can click right here and jump into all of the different variations and versions, substitutions, voicings, and extensions. So this is great. So let's go ahead and make something. I'm going to click the lock right here and then come into common progressions. I'm going to come down to pop and thickened and boom. I'm going to bring that into the main, and I'm going to flip over to modulation. And this is not new, but I'm just doing it for the sake of the video because it's going to come in handy in a second. I want to go from D minor to A minor. So it's going to give me my chords, the modulation pathway. There is a pivot chord over here, and then the destination scale with suggested progression here. What I'm going to do is just take these. I'm not going to forget my pivot chord. And then I'm just going to take these and slide over. Okay, so the next thing I want to talk about are scenes, and these actually do a lot. So let me show you. If I highlight these, you can see this plus comes up. If I click right here, it becomes a scene. I can right click and rename it. Let's call it verse, hit OK. So I can also do that over here, but there's another new feature that's really cool is if I come on and like highlight both of these and right click, I can now double the length of those or half them. And obviously I've got 5 chords here and I want it to remain in a 4-chord sort of pattern. So I'm just going to hit half the length and it's going to neatly group those together right there. Then I can take these, slide them over. And then if I highlight, I can right click and add to new scene, but generally speaking, the plus is the easiest way. So again, rename. Now you can do a lot with scenes. So for example, if I click right here, I can move the entire scene. You can look at it like a group. I can duplicate, I can delete. And if I delete the scene, the chords will remain. Or I can, if I make this a new scene again, I can come into here, right click, delete scene and content, I'll get rid of the chords. So scenes are a lot of fun, but they also have some other functionality. And that is if I come over to the front page here, I can now bind the main track, and then I can bind individual scenes down here. So right now, you'll see that I'm playing those. If I want to come over here, bind these, you see that now that I have 5. Isn't that great? I'm going to jump back in here. The next new feature, if I come up to here and hit articulations, there's divisity. If I come in here and click one of these, I have the divisity option. So if I double click to bring up the MIDI, by default, it will follow the lowest note of the chord. But now I can bring it up to the second one and the third one and so on. I can add as many of these as I want and really start to spread things out easily enough. All right, the next new feature, again, if I come into Addition, Articulations, and User, I can now add my own keys and record them in just like you would inside of your DAW. So if I go ahead and hit this, I'm going to get a 4-beat lead in, and then I can play, and I'm going to play on my keyboard, so please be gentle in the comments. And it's that simple. I'm going to save you all with having to play on my keyboard for that. And overdub is on by default. So if I do this again, you can see that it'll just add. And then, of course, I can come in here and edit to my heart's content. It will follow anything you have down here, like keys locking for scale notes map, notes only, white keys, chords, extensions, and scales, and so on. It will also use the performances as well. So all good things to know. And this is incredible. This is multi-MIDI device output. You can select your device and you can get output for each one of the MIDI channels in Scalar 3 into Ableton Live. This is usually not possible. There's a little bit of magic behind it. I'm going to show you exactly how to get it done, and I'm sure you already know why it's so powerful. All right, step one, if you're on a Mac, IAC driver should already be installed. I'll leave a link to this. This is how you can go ahead and activate it, make it online to use this feature in Scalar 3. Loop MIDI is the virtual MIDI cable system that I'm using for Windows, but there are a few out there. This one's super easy, super lightweight. That's why I'm using it. Now, this is the Loop MIDI kind of panel, and you can see that there are chordboard MIDI outs. This is what we're looking for inside of Scalar 3 and inside of Ableton Live to be able to do this output MIDI routing. Hey, it's Joshua from the future here. I've realized that I've been using chordboard MIDI out throughout this video, and this is because I have a different plugin called Chordboard installed, which just automatically made these MIDI outs for me. You might not have this, and I just want to show you that inside of Loop MIDI, you can just add new ports, and you can even name them whatever you want. Just add it, and then I have that. Yours will not say chordboard unless you have that plugin, but I just wanted to clarify just in case you were struggling or ran into that. So for example, on the passages right here, if I click right here, this is where you find the new MIDI output device. I can come in here and you can see that I've chosen chordboard MIDI out 2. Now, if you don't have Ableton Live, you've got a DAW that works, you can just use the MIDI out on a MIDI channel. But obviously, you can't do that in Ableton Live. So if we go to MIDI output device, go to chordboard MIDI out 2, and then inside of Ableton Live on a MIDI track, you can see I've got the option for chordboard MIDI 2 out. Select it. And if I play it, you see that I'm getting that. So I've also done that for the main track. The main track has it as well. MIDI output device. You can see I've done chordboard MIDI out 1. And if I come over here to this other MIDI track, chordboard MIDI out 1. Now you can double those up, triple, whatever you want. I can also mute these now in a Scalar and just use them for the MIDI, or I can keep the sounds because Scalar's internal sounds are great. But no matter what, we now have MIDI output, individual tracks in Ableton Live, and it's absolutely phenomenal. And the last thing I want to show you is the ability to chord switch. So right now you can see I've got multiple progressions, and if I switch through them, things are updating down here. But if I want to be able to switch through them with my keyboard, I can come into this hamburger, settings, key switching, turn them on. I think it's on by default. I can save it as a default if I want. And now I can just use key switching down here to switch through them. So you see as I click, I can switch between them, clicking my keyboard. It'll be C1 up through however many progressions you have that you want to switch through. So just a big workflow improvement there. All right, there you go. Scalar 3.2 in a nutshell. As I said, there's a lot more for you to check out and understand about this update. So check the video description and of course hit that link to head over to pluginboutique.com today.
Beat surfing random is random, and that turns out to be a pretty good thing. Do you ever find yourself wondering, as I often do, what's the fastest way to get the craziest bass sound into this track imaginable? Well, I think we found it. Crack random open and play a few notes, and you're already met with a bizarre and inviting UI. Pick a material from the top right and you'll see how versatile, powerful, and downright strange this thing can get. Now we can use the XY pad to morph and mess with all the various properties of the neural network that's beneath the hood. We can even drag to export the last note we played as audio into our DAW. I did tell you it was quick. If you want super fast inspiration, we can check out some of the presets. There's loads of great ones here. From here, we can sculpt the sound's envelope. Stress changes the decay of the sound. We get a lot of control over glide. It's possible to set different glide times for rising and falling notes.
And we can control the mix. So this controls how close to the destination note we want the glide to start. Spike can be used to control or amplify harshness. Color introduces harmonics. And presence pushes the sound to the front. Turning bleed up gives us more resonators. And fluid controls the decay for the resonators. Finally, we have velocity sensitivity and master gain. Now we can finally answer the question, why is it called random? Let me show you. In the top right, we have our randomize button. This doesn't affect the XY pad or envelope. Deviant is effectively the randomized amount. If we pull it up and hit the randomize button, we'll get broad, hard-hitting changes. We can also lock parameters to stop them being randomized. There's also a super helpful undo and redo feature that lets us skip between our various randomizations if we want to go back to a previous one. Instability adds per note randomization, which is perfect for adding a touch of humanization, although it doesn't sound like a human has been anywhere near this sound at all. If there were a competition for the best looking UI, Random Metal might win. But it's not all about the looks. This thing will give you this crazy unique metallic sound palette to use in your rhythm section. So let's check it out. First off, we want to choose our matter type, and Beat Surfing didn't mess around here. We've got matter tuned for hats, percussion, cymbals, claps, shakers, pretty much every type of drum. Once you get a pattern going in MIDI, you can scroll through presets for instant inspiration. With key tracking off, we get 12 different instances of the matter mapped across these pads. With key tracking on, we get one instance of the matter that is tuned across the keyboard. Let's take a look at why this thing is called random in the first place. By turning up the deviance factor in the top left, we can set the amount of randomization to affect every parameter, which we then action using the random button. The undo and redo buttons are a nice touch here too if you want to go back to a previous randomized version of your patch. The randomize button on the right only affects the advanced parameters for the specific pad you have selected. So we'll take a look at these parameters shortly. Deviance works the same here. You set the amount and it will only affect the advanced parameters. You can lock these parameters by setting deviance to 0, and then neither of the random buttons will affect them. Instability creates per hit randomization, allowing for instant humanization, if you can call it that. Probably one of the most fun features here is the XY pad, because you can make these super fundamental changes with very little effort, and then you can automate it too to get these really nice, crazy modulations going on. There are a few more global controls on the left. Bleed operates differently for each type of matter, so it's worth experimenting with this. Pitch affects the plugin globally, and you can set the pitch bend sensitivity. Stretch makes the engine generate a more sustained, longer sound. Then we can set the gain and velocity sensitivity. In the advanced view, we can tweak the parameters for each pad. You can switch between 4 built-in matter subtypes per pad. And you can apply this color slider to change the properties. Filtering can be applied differently to the loudest and quietest parts of the signal, which allows for quite creative sculpting. It's always a great day when a new Dawson synth comes out. This one, named Contrast, is an innovative wavetable synthesizer that uses a ton of expressive controls that mean you don't have to think about how it works, it just does. So let's start out with the main event, which is the wavetable you'll see at the top. This visualization is actually a bird's eye view. So if we imagine we're looking straight down at the top of the wavetable, the black sections are -1, gray is 0, and white is +1. Contrast comes with a bunch of wavetables you can try out. And no doubt you have a bunch of audio files on your computer, so you can try dragging something in and see what it does to the sound. Even better, we can load up an image as a wavetable. Let's feed a screenshot of the UI into itself and see what that does. Honestly, you have no idea which meme you have saved on your computer that could make it into your next banger. We can lock the wavetable in place so that flicking between presets will retain our glorious image here. Where contrast starts to really separate itself from the pack are the scan lines for the wavetable. Usually when scanning through a wavetable, we get a slice in a straight line. If we pop open the scan tab, we can start to play with each slider and get unique slices of our wavetable. We can draw circles, spirals, flowers, and irregular shapes. Each of these has its own set of parameters that allow for deep control over the scan lines. You may have noticed that the scan lines can be modulated. This can be done in the Path tab. We can load up a path preset for quick changes, or we can record our own. From there, we can make the path loop, change the rate and size, and make the path polyphonic. This means each new note will trigger the path. All our usual oscillator controls are here too, with pitch and pan options, alongside unison. The scanline oscillator also has a vibe control. We can set it to warm, modern, console, or digital. And we can use the dial to set the amount. Extra controls can be used to fatten the sound, add bite, give an 8-bit feel, and toggle phase reset. The second oscillator can be used to layer classic analog waveforms with your sound. We can use the sequencer to create melodic patterns. And we can set a scale with notes not belonging to the scale snapping to their nearest neighbor. And as always with Dawson, we have some lovely effects to choose from here too. The excellent Clouds reverb makes a triumphant return. I always give this thing a shout out in every Dawson video. We have multiple distortions to bring in some grit. Loads of modulation effects like the J60 chorus. And way more for you to check out.
Producers, welcome to Plugin Espresso. I'm Joshua Casper, and I come, as always, with plugin news. Korg have just updated the Korg collection with 3 new synths. There's the Trinity, a musical workstation that was released in the 90s, SGX2, which is a piano engine that was available in some synths like the Kronos and Nautilus, and finally the PS3300, an official emulation of one of the most elusive hardware synths Korg ever made. So like I said, this is an update to the Korg collection, but we will also have these synths as individual products on Plugin Boutique. So for the rest of the video, let's check out a few patches my friend Connor made with these new synths.
I'm James Barkley, and today we're ranking Korg synths from the Korg collection. This is nice, man. It's got a really nice glassy, kind of like top to it. Yeah, really nice definition at the top, you know. Sometimes with electric pianos, the top kind of like drops off, but Yeah, so nice and warm at the bottom. Yeah, this is the sort of patch that I could just play for hours and not get bored. Like sometimes with a real roads, like I've played a lot of real roads, and usually there's something wrong with them. There'll be like a couple notes where it's just like, and it just like doesn't come out. And when you get a really nice like virtual electric piano sound, I kind of just prefer playing it to a natural roads. Maybe an unpopular opinion, I don't know. I really love this. Like, I've been a convert of Keyscape for ages, but yeah, since I've played the EP one from Korg, like, got a really nice feel to it. Like, I've found myself kind of gravitating towards this one a lot more recently. Yeah, you know what? As semi-weighted keys go, this feels really nice. Like, obviously, like as a piano player, like fully weighted always feels the best. But you can get some semi-weighteds that feel kind of trash, and this has got like a really nice. It's got a weight to it. So yeah, I definitely put it at like the top end of that. This is nice. I would kind of have to play quite gently on this one, you know. Unless you want it super distorted. Yeah, I love the movement of this patch with the the words that's gone on my brain. Yeah, wah, that's it, with an auto wah. Yeah, I love playing electric piano sounds with wah. It's like so much fun to play. It just has like this extra level of expression. Like one thing that you lack a bit with just like piano and electric piano sounds is just in their nature. They're like, there's a limitation to the amount of expression you can get out of it. And yeah, having something like this like auto wah on it, you kind of just get like even more. Many different flavors you can kind of get into there.